Hi, today is December 7th, 2023, and here are my poems for the day. The first one is poem number 1951 for the year, Norman Lear. Before the show began, there was concern that the Archie Bunker character might make right-wing bigots seem endearing. Maybe it did. I know I'm not the only one among my friends who sometimes laughed at what Archie would say, but All in the Family and Maude and the Jeffersons and Good Times also taught me shit. Sanford and Son, my God, I loved that show. Chico and the Man, not as much, but I watched it, and I probably watched every episode of One Day at a Time as well. And I was so in love with Mary Hartman and Fernwood Tonight and America Tonight amused the hell out of me. Thank you, Norman Lear, for giving me so much to watch. Poem number 1952, Easier on the Waistline. If watching TV was fattening, I would have been at least 450 pounds as a teenager because of Norman Lear. So again, I thank you, Norman Lear. Thank you a million times over for making TV shows instead of cakes. Poem number 1953, Try to Understand. I used to love the way Archie and Michael would argue. I always thought Michael was right, but I always thought Archie was hilarious. Now, I really don't like to argue much anymore. Now I try to get at why people believe what they believe. I ask questions like, do you think it would be a sin to use a trans person's preferred pronouns? Or if it were possible to beam a fetus out of a womb and safely bring it to term, would you still support forced birth? Or would you rather live in a world where you have $50 and everyone else has $25, or a world where everyone has $100? I think it's really hard to convince people of anything, but you can try to understand where they're coming from, and then once you understand, you can be like, that's why their opinions are so fucked up. Poem number 1954, Counting Laughs. I think All in the Family was the first show that I would sit in front of with a little notepad and make a tick mark every time I laughed. I believe that Sanford and Son was the funniest show by the raw number of laughs, but All in the Family was the first show where I did that. That was pretty OCD of me, because what did I think I was going to do with this information? I don't think I have that notepad anymore. What do I think I would do with this information if I had it? I am contemptuous of the whole exercise now, but I am sorry to say it was probably not even close to the dumbest thing I did as a teenager. And the last poem of the day, poem number 1955, All That Glitters. Norman Lear's obituary reminded me that Hot L Baltimore was one of his shows. It didn't last long. I watched it, but I don't remember it well. I read the obituary last night, and I don't think it mentioned another show that captured my imagination when it ran in 1977. All That Glitters was Lear's second soap opera after Mary Hartman. The twist was that the show imagined what it might be like if society was female-dominated rather than male-dominated. The show was very unpopular, but I liked it very much. It was the first show to have a trans character in it. That is rather remarkable to me. Norman Lear was remarkable, which may explain why I'm remarking about him so much today. All right, that's it. He went to 101. My goodness. Anyway, thank you. I appreciate you.